It's long boy time. This is big. Settle in. Get yourself settled in for this one. It's gonna take a while. I figured since we're back on the variations of Gfred, swapping each time we do a different platform, we do a different variation on or a normal Gfred. I figured it makes sense with the MCEC now in full swing to do Gfred. Gfred with my tracks mixed in, created by Ben L. We have done it once before. We did it once before in the video titled Gfred's Final Form. It's got my 5 main GTA racing circuits in addition to the regular Gfred checkpoints. Because, funnily enough, they seem to line up relatively well. It's amazing how well it lines up. And yeah, those are 5 of the 8 tracks that are on the MCEC calendar this season. And every season. Rip Danny. Didn't even get to the run before disconnecting. I got a few people swimming. I think I'm going to end up 5th after all of this. Thank you guys for all of these things. I'll obviously read them after the Gfred. Let's have a dad joke.
Scumbag!
Here's one. The furniture store keeps emailing me. All I wanted was one night stand. I like that. That's good. That's funny.
Oh, what a scumbag!
All I wanted was one night stand. Or a one night stand. Okay, so I didn't manage to come out. The swimmers actually did well. Master into an early lead, but behind him, look at this group.
Oh, what a scumbag!
First live Gfred hype. Card choice, I seem to remember, was a significant factor last time. Because you have the car for so much longer. And driving ability around the tracks as well. I mean, you've got to deal with the traffic, but...
Oh, what a scumbag!
That'll do, just let me get it and get away. Oh, that was so lucky that I didn't kill him. Phew. I've almost killed 2 people, and I've done a very, very unique line. But how about this for a find? That was a great spot to see the Rapid GT. And then the choice to actually go back for it. And then this is here. Looks like there's some other people with 9Fs as well, mind, but... Alright. Straight into Blaine County 24 hours. I've got to, even for me, that's pretty inventive to actually go back and go get the car again. Like, I don't think I've ever done that. Alright, gotta look after it. Round 1 of the MCEC, always on Blaine County 24 hours. our first track in this GP Gfred. It's very difficult racing around with the traffic. That's the only thing. Back across the highway that we've just been at. This is where we've just been running. Oh, that was close. I can't remember when the quarry comes. I guess we do the rest of Blaine County 24 hours and then come back to the highway and then to the quarry. We've only ever done this once, but I remember it being really good. Ben L had a masterstroke with this Gfred variation creation. Can't take optimal lines with the traffic. Obviously they can't all the tracks that we're going around can't be propped in the same way that the actual tracks are. It's just impossible, but...
Oh, what a scumbag!
There's third. Just through virtue of having a better car really at this point. Gotta be careful not to die there. There's Flaming. Flaming got a 9F immediately as well. GT1 driver. We got 3 MCEC drivers in the top 3 positions. Flaming in GT1, Diglett's GT3, and then I'm obviously GT2. We all just did this race last week. Rip GT driver. God damn it. Coming around to the end of the lap. And we've only done one of the 5 tracks. This is a long one. I forgot how long this one is. We haven't even gotten to the quarry yet. Quarry next. This is definitely the way. Follow those tracks. Takes me right there. The race is on. Flaming's just coming out of the quarry. Remember back in the day, before Flaming left for his military service, which he's now finished. It was like this time last year when he was doing his final Gfreds and trying to get a win before he went to do his military service in Finland. He got his win, right? He did. Yeah, I thought he did. Up in a second. GT1 in GT1 MCEC drivers in first place, a GT2 MCEC drivers in second, a GT3 MCEC drivers in third, and a GT4 MCEC secondary championship driver is in fourth. Unreal. What are the chances? Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Flaming's got the pause menu open. I think it's... Is it Olympic GP next? Because I think Olympic GP is on the way to the airport. Then it's Ron. Then LSG. It's actually in MCEC order as well. Blaine County is round 1. Olympic is always round 2. And then the final 3 rounds after the community tracks are always Ron, LSGP and the North Loop. Alright. Just done this track for an hour and a half in an FQ2. Should be a lot easier in a 9F, although traffic is difficult. Flaming unfortunately disconnected.
Oh, what a scumbag!
I'm braking where the FQ2 needed to brake. So I'm 16 seconds behind Flaming. I don't think I'm going to catch him on the track sections. I mean, he's a GT1 driver. He's quicker. But maybe the actual Gfred sections will allow me to bring it back. This is tricky as well because we've got other drivers coming down to start at Olympic. Olympic crosses over itself in certain places. Smash Crash has now moved up to third. He had a 9F as well, I remember. So 3 9Fs in front. I think getting this 9F early, going off the beaten track and finding it, was very important to me, even being in second place right now. Didn't make. There he is, going over on the left hand side. You idiot. And there was a Patriot, I know. Patriot still racing around. After round 2 that we did earlier today. Gotta be careful. Gotta look after this. Oh, I remember I went the wrong way last time. There's the big sign. Wasn't it foggy the first time we did this? And I think I went the wrong way for LSGP, but there is a big arrow there saying go this way.
Oh, what a scumbag!
Alright. Airport checkpoint done. And now on to Ron Raceway. This is so well created to include these tracks. This isn't the third track in the MCEC, but it's always the third last track to close out the season. A bit more challenging at night though it's going to be, especially without any props. $12 caught up a little bit after the airport jump, I think, despite me having that crash. So first, second and third are on Ron Raceway at the minute. The rest are just coming onto it now. The MCEC Gfred, that's what this one is. Knew I was going to mess that up. I knew. It's so difficult to see. Yeah, lost time again.
Oh, what a scumbag!
Alright, now let's follow the arrows back out as everybody else is coming in to do Ron Raceway.
Oh, what a scumbag!
Thank you guys for that. Oh, that was close. Oh, and there's still people coming to do the airport jump. Still got the whole, the Gfred aspect of it. Like, it's easy to get lost in the idea that you're just doing the tracks, but you've still got the Gfred stuff, oncoming traffic and all sorts. Alright, LSGP. As we make our way to Chiliad. I think it's Chiliad Observatory, then North Loop, right? Or is it Chiliad North Loop Observatory? Or is it LSGP North Loop and then Chiliad? I don't even know. There he is. Caught up a little bit. Won't be seeing LSGP until round 7 of season 5 this year. Always my bogey circuit in the MCEC. Chiliad Observatory North. Chiliad Observatory North Loop. Okay. Wait, was that? Oh, it was. Oh, that could have. Now we're talking. Oh, I love this car. Ballsy line from old LSGP. So the top 3 are all on LSGP together again, just like we were with Ron. It seems like there's a decent gap back. Stupid. Alright, it must be Chiliad next now, isn't it? Am I gonna do... I think I'm gonna do the OG route. The OG hot lap line. Since we're over here anyway. This is what we used to do before we found it was quicker to just go around the back. I think Flaming's doing the same route. It's been a long time since I've done this route in a Gfred. It was used for a certain period of time in between finding the two different routes that we use now. The OG hot lap route. It's kind of the middle between the OG route and the new hot lap route. Alright, down we go. Still giving chase. Flaming's still right there. I've been in second for so long. This, in fairness, is going to help for Chiliad. What's the difference? 20 seconds. There's about 20... So 20 seconds between me and Flaming and 28 seconds between me and Smash Crash. That's the train. I need to beat the train. Beautiful. Oh, the Infernus is so good. I love this car. I've loved it since 2013.
He gets such a huge boost from... Ah!
Rides the train track so well as well. Actually, since whenever GTA 3 was released, I've loved the Infernus. It's my favourite back then as well. I always preferred it over the Cheetah back in GTA 3. Alright, Chiliad. Now we're into the Gfred portion before 4 out of the 5 tracks done. Just North Loop, but we've got some Gfred business to take care of first. I didn't much like the Infernus in San Andreas, I've got to be honest. I liked it in GTA 3 and then Vice City was the best Infernus. Didn't like it when they changed it to an NSX. Then I liked it in GTA 4 again. Right, this gap definitely isn't 20 seconds anymore. Still giving chase. Been giving chase all the way through. This 9F looks pretty good condition. Oh, now we're talking. Oops. Wait, Flaming hasn't just fallen off the side of Chiliad, has he? Oh no! No! Rip Flaming! I did say maybe it would be the Gfred sections that I would be able to catch up. I didn't expect quite that much. He's gonna go down on his bike and find a new car. He can still get a decent position though, because there's such big gaps. I've got to look after this Infernus now though. We've got a few people coming up Chiliad. What was the gap? Oh, I can't see anymore. It was definitely less than 20 seconds. I'd made up time from LSGP to the Chiliad checkpoint. Beautiful. The Infernus just does everything wonderfully. Need to get to this tunnel first. No, I'm not making it. One minute 12 seconds ahead of Smash Crash. Our GT4 secondary championship driver. Also in a 9F now that Flaming is dead. I'll be interested to see where Flaming manages to recover to. Train! Flaming executed the actual... Bloody hell! Flaming executed the actual race parts very well. But just messed up on Chiliad. The duality of this race. Yeah, I don't need headlights. This is like an MCEC Gfred in spirit, not only in the tracks, but how long it is as well. Got the North Loop to come, and that's a big one, before we even get to the parachute. It's amazing how, I think I said this the last time we played this, it really is amazing how the tracks,
Oh, what a scumbag!
they just work in a Gfred, like by total coincidence. That my GP tracks, when you put them into a Gfred, the layout just works. You've said it twice just today, okay, my bad. Alright, North Loop. The longest of the tracks that I've created, and the longest of the tracks that we have in the MCEC. It actually started the MCEC back in Season 1, it was the first track that we ever did. But now it's the historical end of the MCEC. I think it's always closed out the seasons. Season 1 it started and finished the season. And then all the other seasons it's been the very final race. Just the North Loop to do. Well, and then parachuting. What on earth? Why did that cop just spawn in the police transporter? Is that Packy? Is that the Packy mission? The Packy spawn? To get him on your team? That must have... Why would it spawn in a race though, unless it's just a bug or something? Packy McCreary spawning in, wanted to be part of the GP Fred. GP Fred. Alright, second half of the North Loop to do. Hate bikes. That scream though. Minute 18 still. I can't remember what the time difference was at the top of Chiliad now. Flaming's still in third place. That looks quite close over third place. All 2 minutes range. This'll be... Okay, that could have gone better. This'll be the... what you'll see in the final round of the championship for season 5, round 8. It's gonna be around this track and these roads. 5-minute laps-ish. Minute 15 now. So Smash Crash must be on the North Loop. Oh! Bloody hell. Oh, that's someone doing the North Loop. I'm not doing the Hail Mary line, there's no point. 100 checkpoints as well. This is too much of a nice moment to throw away. All of my tracks in the middle of a Gfred, in the middle of an MCEC season, that's rare enough on its own, and the final MCEC season. I would love it if this parachute would work. A bit dodgy. In fairness, you've been great. I feel like this is kind of nice. This is just nice. Everything that this race is about and is included in this race, and the timing of it. I'm very happy with this win. Very happy. Yeah! Awesome.
Hello, caller. You're on the Choking Hazard podcast. What's stuck in your throat today?
The final form, Gfred's final form. And I won it. I'm pretty happy for winning that one.
Oh, what a scumbag!
Why can't you drive that well in the MCEC? I know, I wish I could. I wish I could win in multi-class. That's probably the only multi-class endurance championship related race that I'm going to win this season. Oh, good times. You can drive to the island, but it's only being created like that so that the race can be tested and published. It's actually slower to drive to the island than swimming or whatever. That's how it works. Let's check out Smash Crash. See where he's at. And then we'll check out Flaming as well. Smash Crash, a good second place. Pushing all the way. And then where's Flaming? Let's see. See how he's doing after that. I was closing in on the Gfred bits, but then oh, is he just outside of the top 5? Is anybody swimming? Oh, someone tried to go. No, rip. Someone tried to go for the Hail Mary. Diglett tried to go for the Hail Mary line and died. So it looks like Flaming is going to get a top 5 anyway. Who's ahead? Zombie Rip and Kawanashi. GP Fred world record. Well, to be fair, considering we've only done it twice, I don't think that's much of an achievement. But I'm happy with how that went. Flaming had done so well in the first part of the race that he was still able to get 5th even after dying, so... 4th? 4th? What happened to... Oh! He gets 4th right at the end. Must have dived too far in the parachute. And lost 4th place from it. So Flaming gets 4th in the end. Thank you for the GGs, by the way, for winning the race. I'm pretty happy. Just everything came together nicely. Nice. Not bad at all. I'll take that. In MCE's final MCEC season. Shout out to Ben L as well for creating this. Such a great race. Gfred's final form indeed, it really is. If you haven't seen the first one, go watch that. That was a good one too.